Hi, welcome to the Simply Put segment on Central Kentucky Television. We are happy to have as our guest today LaDonna Hall from Chuckleberry Farms, and we're going to have her talk about the winery and all of the things that there are to see there at her facility, which we love. We're going to toast with some of her honey apple wine. I've never had this one. It's delicious. As you can see, I'm a wino. I do have my own glass, and it's a bigger one than LaDonna's. But LaDonna, tell us all about what you've got coming up and what we can expect when we bring guests like I have. I've brought a good 8 people from Louisville one time for a fabulous wine tasting. And it's much more than just a tasting. It's really, truly an event. And I want you to tell us what all we can look forward to when we come.
Great. Coming out to Chuckleberry Farm and Winery is a total experience altogether. When you come in, we have about 20 different wine flavors. We grow blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, and raspberries. So we hit a whole total new scheme of wines rather than grape wines that all the other wineries carry. Right. So we try to hit a new tone, give a new variety of wine out there for everyone to try. They're semi-sweet. We have a couple dry flavors that we've started adding in.
Yeah.
We do wine fudge. If you've never experienced wine fudge, it's wonderful, isn't it?
You've given it to me a couple of times for Valentine's for us to be able to give away in the contest, and it's always a hit.
Yes, it's always. You'll get to try that with the tasting. We also have what we call chuckle slush, which if you've never had it, it's
That's
addictive.
It is. It's good.
It's extremely easy. We have a package of mix right here, and it's not flavored. You actually get to flavor by picking out your flavor of wine. Like I said, we have 20 different flavors, so you could have a different slushie every night. It's easy as pie to make. Full bottle of wine, full bottle of water, mix it, throw it in your freezer. Good to go. And it's very refreshing by the pool, at the lake, mowing grass, where Chuck likes it.
Well, and for me, I keep a little bit of it because I never know when Ken's going to bring home some unexpected company, or I decide I'm going to have the girls over or whatever. It's great to be able to come up with something just on the spot like that, and it's been wonderful.
Yes, and it stays good forever in your freezer. So you can eat a glass a night, no need of getting a brain rush or anything like that. You can eat it as you want, or take it to a party and finish off the pole. You know, it doesn't matter.
Make great house warming gifts, and also if you're going to somebody's house, being able to leave them a little something that's a little bit different they're not used to.
A nice little gift. We've actually had a wedding we had back in October. They actually took one of our wine buckets. We have logo. We used their color, a teal color, to logo it. We make special personalized labels that have your dates and your names and everything on those. And we actually did that for the wine fudge as well. So they had a whole bucket with a bottle of wine, wine fudge, slushy, and the bucket that was all their gift. They used them as their centerpieces for their tables. I don't know if you can see that or not, but they used them for their centerpieces, and then they turned around and gave them away as their gifts for the party idea. So it worked out really nice, and it was a lovely gift. So.
Well, I know you're located in Bloomfield, but it's really not all the way into Bloomfield, and it's really extremely close and easy to get to off of US 62.
That is correct.
Kind of got us in if people were coming in from Lebanon or Washington County or from Bullitt County, since we do cover that entire area with our paper, and give them directions on how to get there. It's easily marked, I will say.
Yes.
But kind of got them to how to get there, and then let's talk about your hours and the days you're open as well.
Sounds good. We are located, and actually our address is Bloomfield, but don't be scared, it's not that far out. We are exactly 4 miles from the front doors of Nelson County High School. Easily accessible right outside the city limits of Bardstown. So if you are coming from Lebanon or Bloomfield, you would just come up Highway 55, you would hit US 62, and then of course there's signs on 62 that tell you 1858's your turn, Garrison Lane's your turn, and you are to Paradise. If you are coming down from 245, coming from the Louisville area or maybe E-Town area, you can actually come down 245 until you come to the corner of US 62 and 245. You'll take a left. You'll pass Nelson County High School. Signs are all over the roads from that point on. But it's very accessible, very easy to get to.
Plenty of parking.
Yes.
Very easy to find from the street. And they are so welcoming. There's always a party going on at your place whenever we show up. So there's a number of people. You won't be the only ones there. And they treat you like family. That was the thing that I thought was just so nice. When you do pay for a tasting, kind of go through what all you get, and then LaDonna is always throwing in little extras here and there based on your personality. You better be fun and enjoying yourself. The more you enjoy yourself, the more that she'll entertain you.
This is correct. She knows me so well. We're opened Through the winter season, we are open on Fridays from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturdays and Sundays 1 to 5. Starting May 15th through August the 15th, we open up our summer hours, and we're open Tuesdays through Fridays from the 11 until 5. But we also stay open until 9 p.m. on Friday. We keep that longer night on Friday nights. But you can come in, no reservations needed. Just come on in. Give us a call if you got a party. Maybe we'll do some extra goodies for you. We make wine cupcakes sometimes for little surprises and little individual cheese balls sometimes. We always have something up our sleeve at Chuckleberry. But anyway, if you come in for $5, you will get to taste a little bit of every single one of our wines. You actually get to taste the wine fudge that we've talked about today.
That's great.
We actually have a chocolate fudge wine that has raspberry wine in it.
I've had that. It's delicious.
Have you had the white chocolate fudge?
No, I have not.
Strawberry wine in it.
Oh, that'll be good.
Very good. Very good. And even if you're not a fudge lover, you will love this. It's a creamy, smooth fudge, not real thick and rich. So it hits everybody's taste buds. It's real good.
White chocolate. I don't know of anybody that's doing anything with white chocolate.
White chocolate's pretty doggone good. We have 3 chocolate wines that you can experience. The chocolate wines. We have a chocolate raspberry, chocolate strawberry, and a chocolate cherry. They're delightful to drink a cup by themselves. Or I've got people that pour it over vanilla ice cream, pound cake, cheesecake. They cook with it. You name it, they do it. So it works out pretty good. But for $5, you get to taste all the wines. You get to try the wine slushy. You get to try the fudge. And you get to keep the glass when you leave.
They have a beautiful etched glass, which I have a few in my cupboard, and we use those on a regular basis. They seem to be the ones that are right in front. Everybody grabs a hold of those first.
That's where we like to be, right in the little logo on it's got stolen from Chuckleberry because we give it away with the wine tasting. So it's kind of a little cute little cliche on there.
That's cute.
But and actually we've got the wine tour that goes on.
Say.
There are 19 wineries that are listed on the Kentucky Wine Association. You come and visit and you'll get a little stamp from each winery. Once you collect 8 stamps, you'll get a free gift. Sometimes it's a t-shirt, sometimes it's a glass. We try to change it up so you'll be more determined to come and do it more often.
Very good.
So, and then once you hit that 8th winery, you fill out the front, you hand it in, you get your gift, and then you're in for a drawing for a free night stay down at Spring Hill Bed and Breakfast down in Bloomfield. So,
well, you know, the thing that's fascinating to me is that so many of the wineries that are listed are within a very close proximity of Bardstown and where we live.
Yes.
I mean, it's almost like the bulk are right in this central Kentucky region.
Yes, there's us, which is, like I said, 4 miles outside of Bardstown. Then there is McIntyre, which is out US 150 towards Springfield, which is only 4 miles from Walmart. Spring Hill Winery, which is the oldest winery, you know, that came back after Prohibition a long time ago.
That's right.
They are actually 5 miles from our location.
Perfect.
If you was to jump on the BG Parkway, go towards Lexington, the very next exit is 555, which is Willisburg. Horseshoe Bend is right off of there.
Right. That's
then
right.
As you go on up the BG, you know, you'll wind all the way up through and you can have just a day full of touring wineries. If you was to go out 245, of course, there's 4 of the Bullitt County wineries that are also on our trail. So Forest Edge at the end of 245 across from Bernheim, and then Whitemeyer's on the next exit, Millanova's the next, and Brooks Hill's the next. So we've got a lot of...
real close.
Yes.
You really can't do it all in one day, but you certainly can get a good time in a day and then go back on another weekend or another day that you're free and pick up those that you missed again. Probably you could divide that, just the ones that in Central Kentucky, wouldn't you say, in maybe a three-day event, you probably would have covered most of them?
Oh, yeah, a good weekend. You could definitely get your free gift in a weekend, and you could probably visit all 19 if you were determined enough and had the stamina to hang in there. But
unless you go to LaDonna's first.
And I keep you.
And she keeps you. Because once you're there, you don't want to leave. And you look down, and a couple hours have passed, you didn't realize that you're taking up all of her time.
This is true. During the summer, we have You-Pick. We actually let people come in and pick their berries that we have out in the fields.
Great.
So we do that as well. It seems like we've always got something going on. We make homemade jellies and jams out of the fruits.
That's what I was going to tell you. I remember those. We went home with a big just box full of a little bit of everything, and ended up giving them as gifts and using them ourselves. And we always want to go back and get more of what we tasted. And you're always adding. I mean, that's the thing.
Yes.
This honey apple is new to me. The white chocolate's new to me. As far as the fudge and the winery wine in there, there's always something new. I know you've got a number of cool events that are coming up for April and May. So tell us a little bit about those and the dates and whether we have to make reservations or anything for those events.
Wonderful. No reservations needed. Just show up and party with us. Have a good time. The Saturday before Derby, which is April the 28th.
Exactly.
We are going to have a pre-Derby event. All the wineries in the Kentucky Wine Association are going to be involved. You can start at any one. What they'll do is they'll have little games, and I think they're going to pick winning wines from the wineries and have them kind of like running almost a derby event with the wines. So that kind of makes for a little interesting. And then in May, we're actually doing our murder mystery, which was very popular last year. So we'll be doing that the Saturday of Memorial Weekend, which is the 26th. Yeah, so we'll have that going on. I think it's pirate themed, so wear out your dealer.
Be Johnny Depp.
Yeah. We have a little bus tour that comes around that will be more than happy to hook you up and bring you around, so you don't have to find a DD of your own. He'll take care of you.
That's perfect.
Yes, makes for wonderful. And while you're out, get your little stamps and you can get your free T-shirt.
There you go.
This is our Kentucky Winery T-shirt. It's got loading where you fill up your glass in the back.
That's cute.
They come in a couple different colors. We have the sky blue, we have the green, and we have like the security yellow, the bright yellow. So you'll definitely be seen out in that. But yeah, we just started doing weddings in the fall. So we've got several of those.
Do they do them there, or do you go out and do the decor? How does that work?
I am actually a minister out of the Universal Life Church out of California. It's a non-denominational church. I can proceed and do the wedding for you, do the ceremony. We have a pavilion that's a 24 by 24 down on the lake. We got a 2-acre lake down there. Beautiful pictures come out of that. Then we go up to the winery and have our drinks and reception and food. We have a full kitchen in there that we can use, and it works out really, really nice. It's been a good couple of months that we've done so far.
Well,
so
I think that's
it's a new exciting thing.
Well, and we've got some pictures here that we'll have Gary do some little close-ups so that you can kind of see them a little bit better than us just holding them up for you, to try to see how the pavilion looks. And I'm looking right here, and it is absolutely stunning.
It is beautiful.
And seasonally, it won't matter what time of season.
No.
Tell us hours one more time between for right now, since this is spring, and get us through the summer months.
Okay.
With what your hours are and days one more time.
Right now, up until May 15th, we are doing Fridays from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturdays and Sundays 1 to 5. When we have special events, like the two that we talked about earlier, the murder mystery and the pre-derby, we open at 11 on those Saturdays. We'll stay open from 11 to 5 to give a few more hours for all the fun festivities that go on.
Perfect.
Now, when we go into May and we open up for our summer hours, we'll be opened up Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 5. We'll extend our Friday, keep open till 9 p.m.
Perfect.
And Saturday and Sunday 1 to 5.
If you have not been, it is so worth the experience, and just to enjoy yourself with LaDonna and her family anyway is great. I mean, we wanted them to adopt us, and they're always experimenting. So there's always something new to try and be kind of test kitchen-y, be a volunteer in the test kitchen, out in front. We brought, as I say, there were about 8 of us. We ended up thinking we would make it to more than one. We stayed at yours the entire time and ended up going to London and having dinner. But we really enjoyed it. And there were people, like I say, couples. We've had girl trips out for the day. Any of this information is available in her ad on the Simply Put newspaper, which is out every Friday. And LaDonna's gracious enough to change her ad with us and keep us current with what she's got going on. So this next issue, which would be this next Friday's, we'll make sure that we have a listing about the 2 events that they have coming up and what the hours are, and remind you that you do not have to have reservations. That's rare in this day and time. So you could be a last minute get together, let's go do this. And I know your murder mystery was fun because I've had a lot of people tell me about it.
Yes.
And how much fun they did have. So we appreciate very much you coming on. We're going to bring LaDonna and her husband back, and they're going to do some cooking with us and show us some raspberry vinaigrettes and some various ways that you can incorporate wine into your meals. And we may even discuss some wine pairings. And I know that they're capable, if you had a question, to pick up the phone and give them a call. They are more than happy to guide you as to what might be a good suggestion with a particular wine you may have already purchased, or what wine should you purchase, because you can buy these not only at the winery.
Yes.
Tell them where all they can be picked up.
We are actually in a couple restaurants here in Bardstown. You can go out to Hometown Pizza out on 245 and have a glass of wine with your pizza. You can also stop at BJ's. They carry us.
Perfect.
Bourbon City Bistro has our Chuckle Slush running all the time, and it's to die for. It's really the bomb. You should try that. Then we're in several liquor stores. We are in Liquor World, which they carry everything we own. They carry all of our wines, every variety. They carry both of our fudges. They actually carry the Chuckle Slush as well.
Perfect.
And then we are actually in Keystone. We are in some stores in Howardstown.
Okay.
We are in stores in Lebanon. We are in stores in Bullitt County. We're in Turnpike Liquors in Bullitt County.
Very good.
So we're starting to spread out and really come. And you walk into your local liquor store, and if they don't have chuckleberry, you ask them to get chuckleberry in there. They'll be more than happy to bring you on and get your favorite wine close to you, so it's easy access.
Well, I tell you what we'll do. We'll not only include this next Friday, the events that are coming up, but we'll mention those retail outlets that are available, so that way, just in case, since you've seen this and maybe you can't make it out, you can at least swing by, pick up a bottle, and taste for yourself what their products are made.
Yeah.
I've found a thing, a lot of berry wines can be super duper sweet, and theirs are not. They can sweeten, they've got some that are a little bit sweeter than others, but for the most part, they really are a really good palate across the board. There's not one that I think that is overly sweet, in there. So, if you haven't tried a berry wine, and you're just been, buying what you find at Kroger or some of the liquor stores, it certainly is worth giving a Kentucky berry wine a shot. And Bloomfield with chuckleberry is definitely rocking with it.
Just a hop, skip, and a jump down the road.
We appreciate you coming on so much, and as I say, you'll have a blast with them. They're a hoot. To Chuckleberry Wine.
Thank you.
And you're coming back.
Oh, yay. We're going to cook. We're going to make raspberry vinaigrette, maybe even some wine cupcakes. Easy as pie to do.
Wine
Yummy
cupcakes.
Is good.
That would be perfect.
Yeah. Check us out on chuckleberryfarm.com.
Thank you.